I always love nature. They show how small you are. They show that in life you have to respect everything, no matter who you are and where you're from. And I love to dance. It helps me to express my emotion. And here's the thing. Every one of us must have passed a story that formed a life lesson for us. I think I have passed that story, and I'm willing to tell you that. So guys, prepare yourself. Here is my story. At first, I was afraid to make a new step, to create a new story, a new journey. I feel like this is my comfort zone, and I loved it. And I don't want to know what's outside of my comfort zone, because I was afraid of what's coming on. Until one day, when I went to high school, I have to step outside of my comfort zone, begin a new journey with nothing. I was terrified. In my mind, I kept thinking that I stepped outside blindly and everything was dark. Luckily, God sent me my parents, who always supports me. But with fear, I stepped outside of my comfort zone. It was horrible at the first time. I feel like I'm not at home. I can't stand it. I want to go back to my comfort zone, with my friends, with a joyful environment and everything. I tried so many things, so many efforts to come back to my comfort zone, but none of that works. In that time, I reached my lowest point of my life. I'm running out of motivations. I'm done. I surrender to whatever plans God had prepared for me. I live my life outside my comfort zone, struggling, of course. Then one day, I looked up to the sea. I always loved the sea. I always tried to be a part of it whenever I could. I sailed between the waves, playing in the middle of the sea, swimming on the beach, without even thinking what could harm me. As you see, the ocean itself has tons of secrets. We never knew what's in the depth of the sea. We never really know about the sea. Then I realized it is the same thing with trying something out of my comfort zone. Blind, knowing nothing. But still, I got my courage to try. When I play in the sea, I only think of one thing to keep me brave. As long as I respect the nature, they will respect back. What you do will come back to you. And then I think, well, I'll just have to be humble and respect each other's, and I will be happy. Then I began to accept things, one by one, try to put my missing pieces, to take a role, and live in my new environment, my new zone. Sometimes I throw hard times again, fail and fall, but I remain optimistic, thinking that God will always be there. Because, well, a calm sea can't create a great sailor, right? After through these obstacles, I finally live my life happily. I respect others and they respect me back. I leave all the negativities behind my back. I stepped out of my comfort zone and I became more successful than I was before. I became a lot happier. I can express myself more, dance more, became more brave, and mostly I became myself. And I'm happy with it because I am free to do whatever I want. I am free to be myself. So here's a thing for you, my beloved family and friends. Someday you might fall really hard. It is as if the world is fighting against you and there is no way out. You may be drawn between the misery, sadness, and despair. But remember this thing, A semicolon. It is used when an author wants to finish the sentence or continue the sentence. Just think that you are the author, and the sentence is your adventurous life. When you think that there is no way out to your problem, you could have chosen to give up, let yourself drown in despair, and stop continuing your journey. But you also could choose to continue your sentence, your story, open the new page without fear, to try something new and let every chapter surprise you by finding the new ways to get you out from your problems. You might be doubting a lot of things, the opportunities, the result, and everything. But don't ever doubt yourself, because it is you who determines what will happen to your life. You are the one who determines your future, not the fate that determines you, but you are the one who determines your fate. You are the one who determines whether you're gonna end the sentence or continue it. Just like me, but I chose to continue my story. There's nothing bad about trying something new, guys. Moreover, it is something new out of from your comfort zone. There's nothing bad about it. Believe me, I've been there. So come with me. Let us continue the unfinished sentence. Create a new story on a new page. So guys, are you ready to face some big waves? Because these waves will make you the best sailor ever.